Pineda has become widely recognized for his significant wealth.
Initially,
primarily
started
built
flipping
through real
houses with
estate,
just
investing
$10,000
in
in 2020 there.
Well, I'm really excited to bring up the next speaker, Ryan Pineda, who's become
Welcome back, guys. My guest today is an incredible content creator and an expert in his field. He's the host of the Wealthy Way podcast. You guys have probably seen him all over. He specializes when it comes to content creation and real estate and several other ideas as far as creating businesses.
So today, I actually have a real estate expert for days, but for the audience members that might not know who you are, can you introduce yourself?
In this video, we're gonna answer 4 questions. How did Ryan Pineda get so popular? How did he get so rich? How much money does he really make? And can he be trusted? I had my team do tons of research for months and months, scouring the internet, all of his businesses, his YouTube videos, social media posts about him, podcasts, everything under the sun. Ryan Pineda has 13 total income streams that he's created over the last decade. And let me tell you, most of them don't even exist anymore. I had someone random message me about some shady shit that was going on with one of Ryan Pineda's businesses, and I'm gonna share it all with you in this video. So you're not gonna wanna miss this one. Okay, so Ryan got his start as a minor league baseball player professionally.
Pineda, and does Pineda have it? A collision with Bonta Pineda, and Pineda made the catch! What a play by Ryan Pineda in foul territory.
It's hard to make a lot of money doing that. So eventually he pivoted into his first venture, which is flipping couches. Pretty cool. He still promotes it.
And then I started doing what's now kind of famous with couch flipping. It was just this thing. I just was like, man, I bet you I could go flip this couch and make some good money. And it was right. Like I started making, $8,000 a month at my best levels. Flipping couches. I was like,
so eventually he's switched from flipping couches to flipping houses. Same principle, but you can make a lot more money. So in 2015, he started flipping houses, something that he still does to this day, although it's a little different than it used to be. And I'll explain that later. It's between 2015 and 2018, he was flipping houses, buying some rentals. And 2018, 3 years after he started flipping houses, was when he first became a millionaire.
We got to talk about the current situation of where I'm at. In 2018, I officially became a millionaire strictly from real estate investing.
He published a book called Flip Your Future that he said at some point he was getting $3,000 a month in royalties. I doubt he's still getting that much today. That's a lot for a book in our niche. But that's pretty cool. And then 2019, he had a tough year. He had lost a lot of money on some flips. It's tough for his family and marriage, having some hard things.
For us, the hardest time was in 2019 as, my business is scaled. We are making great money. We're millionaires. And, we have James. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people may know this story, but, James, my son, was born 2 months premature. We didn't know if he was going to make it or not. And when he was born, he had to spend 2 months in the NICU. Mm-hmm. We get him back. We don't know how to be parents really, and then just less than a year later, he bumps his head. He has a brain bleed. He has to go in emergency brain surgery on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. Once again, we don't know if he's going to make it. And, he pulls through, and that's our first year as parents.
Yeah.
So he hired a business coach, restructured everything that he was doing. COVID then shortly hit afterwards in 2020. So Ryan doubled down on social media. And this is a story of a lot of gurus that I cover, is they get famous on social media. So that's what happened. 2020, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, and not a lot of other people are doing this. So he's blowing up at around the same time a lot of these other social media gurus are as well. So now that he has this social media audience, he starts to create other businesses. And this is 2020. He launched a tax company. It's called TrueBook CPA, and he started it in 2020. He launched an Amazon e-com store in 2021, also Lunar Ecom, and started making money off of sponsors and affiliates. Started selling coaching programs as well, and was quoted to make over $100,000 a month just off all of his educational products. Rental properties, stock portfolio. He was in cryptocurrency. He also started a real estate brokerage called Forever Home Realty, a local real estate brokerage in his town in Vegas. He gets YouTube ad revenue as well, his Flip Your Future book, and all of his educational products, which will just bucket under one, of education. So most of these were started after 2021. All these businesses were around at different times, and it's hard to know an exact figure. I don't know how much his CPA firm made or how much he makes on average on YouTube. He's quoted to make over $10,000 a month just in ad revenue, which I think is accurate. Let's call it $12,000 a month in YouTube ad revenue, $30,000 a month in sponsors and affiliates, and about $150,000 a month in education programs. So I would say just off those, he's doing about $200,000 a month. And that's not including his flipping business, which in 2022, his flipping business did $2.5 million in gross profit with a little bit over 100 deals. Now, my experience, an average net income off a flipping business is 30 to 50%. So he's probably making anywhere between, let's say, $1 million off of his real estate business, and then about $200,000 a month, which is $2.5 million off of everything else. So that's about $3.5 million a year. So I'd say conservatively, Ryan Pineda is taking home between $3 and $4 million a year in income. Making a lot of assumptions in that. I could be off, but I think the magnitude of that is somewhere correct. So it's impressive that he has so many different income streams, but a lot of them don't exist anymore. You see, last year, he made a huge pivot in his business.
Welcome back to another episode of the Wealthy Way podcast, where our mission is to help people not go broke trying to get rich. On this episode,
at the very beginning of this, I told you, Wealth Fund's not about just making money. We're going to talk about everything that's going to improve your life in 2024.
He sold his True Value CPA to his partner. He shut down his Forever Home Realty brokerage in Vegas, and he no longer does his e-com stores, and he pivoted. Basically, he rebranded his entire business, where the Ryan Pineda Show is now called the Wealthy Way podcast. He started doing WealthCon, a huge event. He changed his Future Flipper coaching program to the Wealthy Investor. So he's simplifying his business and putting everything under this wealth brand umbrella. WealthCon, the Wealthy Investor, the Wealthy Way podcast, and the Wealthy Way free Discord group that he has as well. So he's simplifying and trying to grow one singular brand versus having all these different businesses, which I think ultimately is a good move on his part and will probably reduce some of his management headache that he has. Finally, he has his flipping business still, Home Run Offer. Seems to be, I don't know how active he is in that. I imagine he's somewhat active. He's probably not doing any sales, but he is the face of the company. He's on the homepage, so he's still owns that business for now. If we take it back, his Lunar Ecom store, someone messaged me about it and said, "Hey Tim, you need to look into this. I saw one of your other videos exposing other gurus, and I need you to really take a look at this." So his Lunar Ecom store seems to have gone south very badly. Now, what it was basically, he had some success doing some Amazon e-commerce with him and his sister, and they were making a couple grand a month. And this isn't something that only Ryan Pineda is doing. E-commerce and selling e-commerce stores is a pretty popular thing. Other real estate gurus have been known to sell these as well. And basically was charging $30,000 or $40,000 for these services. I found a Reddit thread that actually breaks it down perfectly. You basically pay $30,000 up front, and you use credit cards to buy items and list them on your store. Then you resell them on Amazon. And the way they grew the business, they have a referral compensation program, which basically if you refer someone else, you can get paid too with that. So basically they show you how to open up stores and sell products on Facebook Marketplace, Walmart, Amazon, and you just pay them. It's somewhat like a franchise. You pay them a bunch of money, $30,000. They teach you how to do everything, and then you basically have to buy items and resell them. The problem is the business model kind of sucks, and people were losing a lot of money. You could just go on a simple search of Lunar Ecom on Reddit. Will show you tons of bad reviews. I was in their Lunar Ecom Facebook group, which is now shut down. People complaining how they're out tens of thousands of dollars. No one has spoken about this whatsoever. And other prominent gurus like Quentin Flores and Rafael Vargas have also been known to sell ecom stores, and I think gotten some hot water doing that as well.
It doesn't work. My attorney, we're dealing with it. I can't say too much, but every single month, people are getting paid back. Everyone that was hurt in that business, don't worry, they're getting paid back.
So this isn't just a Ryan Pineda problem. It seems to be that the hype of selling ecom stores ended up just being a bad deal overall, and they shouldn't have done it. But it seems like they're trying to kind of put it under the rug. No one's talking about it. And some type of bad review suppression seems to be going on to preserve Ryan's brand. So I really don't know much about it. I'm not going to go into speculation. I hope refunds were given and a lot of the people who lost money got some back, and that they're being taken care of. I don't know if there's a legal situation going on or not. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to speculate, but I'm just letting you know people have reached out to me directly about it, and simple search online shows that people lost a lot of money with Ryan's Lunar Ecom store, which is a huge bummer. So ultimately, is Ryan Pineda legit? And can he be trusted? Yes and no. Now, he follows a similar path to other gurus where he has a big following and he sold a bunch of different products. Now, it seems like he has known he's made a few mistakes and he tried to simplify his business. His coaching program sells for, I don't know what it used to be. Future Flipper used to be $8,000. I'm assuming it's probably at least $10,000 now. I don't know exactly. It's just similar to what the other gurus are doing. I can't say for sure if it's a good deal or not. I think if you implement the coaching, it is. But there's a lot of information for free. I don't recommend buying really any guru's coaching programs, to be honest. So the information is good, but I don't think you need to purchase any of his products apart from joining his free Discord, which has thousands of people in it. I've been in it. It's a great Discord. So I definitely recommend doing that. I think Ryan overall is the real deal. He runs a legitimate flipping business. He knows what he's talking about. If you do want to buy coaching, he's definitely a viable option for you. He's made some mistakes, and I wish he'd be more open about the e-com store, but it seems to be besides that. In real estate specifically, he does know what he's doing, and as long as he stays in his lane, he's doing okay. I think the best way to be successful in this business is through experience. I would prefer you take $10,000 and just go invest in your own marketing. If you haven't done any deals yet, do some cold calling or direct mail, something like that. You can check out my other videos I have on my channel that go into that. If you have experience, you can do online marketing. So I run a real estate marketing agency. I don't sell any coaching programs or anything like that. I have this YouTube channel to try to bring to light things that I see in the business because I work with real 6 and 7 figure investors. I have over 50 investors that I'm actively working with today. And the things that they're telling me and experiencing in the business are not what I see online. So I have no programs to sell you. I can help you do deals through my agency. We run Google Ads, SEO for real estate investors. So if you're interested in doing that, you can reach out to us or take my free course. I have a course, but all of it's free. So the link will be in the description. I hope you enjoy it. All of my own wholesaling, businesses, processes, everything's in there. You can join my free Discord as well. I can answer any questions about anything you have, whether it's real estate, business, other coaching programs or whatnot. All right, that's it. On to the next.